To talk to you a little bit today about how the Connected Lab has made a point of view about the future of banking that we'd like to show to financial services companies. And we know about this because we've done a lot of work in this area and we can see what's coming and what's out there. And a lot of companies are kind of unaware of consumer expectations and how high they are, digital economy, digital landscape. So we set about over just a course of a few days of just bringing all of our knowledge together so that we could, create something that we could go and show people. Over here I've got my discovery document. It was just a few days bringing together knowledge that we have, talking about providing an omni-channel single sign-on solution for business and personal banking customers. We got together, we did some benchmarking, some research, talked about the features that we needed, studied some of the competition, Robinhood, Simple and Mint, what they do well, the key features and their proposition, what Mint does well in the way of dashboards and what you can see in an instant, what Simple has gone to market with. These kind of things are what we're studying and what we found. Simple, clean designs, responsive web apps, omni-channel, where and when you need it, simple language and instant understanding of where your money is and what you can do with it. That make it simpler, right? That's what the software we're trying to build. The personas that we aimed our app at were somewhere along the lines of a high net worth individual, maybe with a startup mentality, or a small business owner who needs instant access to all of their personal and business needs, something along those lines. What could we show them that would get them excited? We did a detailed experience mapping across multiple accounts, something we've done in earlier work with other clients. We talked about, some process like a sign-in, username, password. How do you make that simple across all channels? Got a good view of what it was we were trying to achieve with our discovery. We turned that into a wireframe that our UX team create and our design team, our development team can work with. That was the next phase. What is it about our UX wireframe? We've got a character here. I'll block my face now. Welcome to the site, John Dover. Learn more, skip to jump in. Set your investment goals. What is it you're trying to achieve, and what are your parameters for investment? A few goals for what you're trying to achieve. Some simple things that people can identify with and understand immediately. Teach them that they can move their widgets around so they can customize it and kind of get going. Of course, financial service institutions want you to know that you can call them at any time on your terms when you need it. So we'll make sure that gets involved. And then we've got something in here about, we're going to build up a little bit of a dashboard, or see it all at once, all your personal and your investment goals. So that was the wireframe that we gave to the design team. A couple of the guys in Mumbai stepped in and built us a little responsive, as you can see here, white label, so that we can go to meet customers and change the name of the bank that we have up here, change the color scheme to illustrate a simple story that's, what Nest believes in. So I'm going to step you through what's in here. We've got a welcome screen, existing customer experiencing this new piece of software for the first time, user testers, that could be our market, what they're going to do. To get started, gives us a flavor of, some significant parameters, retired, age, income. Ideally, you could pre-fill some of this information if the customer was already logged into you and we're using this for the first time. We didn't build out the select my goals properly into the demo, but we did click step by step. You find out how you get in touch, and then you get on to do it. Once you get into the dashboard highlights, which are here, logged back in here, I've got the concept that I can move some of my widgets around that we'd indicated earlier, so that's functioning. It's a top level view of my personal accounts, my business accounts, expenses. Obviously I can be able to set up these things, but basically the concept is these are my investments, my portfolio at my fingertips. Investments, we just took a pop at. Obviously a very detailed marketplace that we'd like to start investigating, and where guidance becomes advice, and where analysis of your data can go from the historic to the predictive. But a lot of the financial services companies we're talking to, this kind of level of understanding and insight, so we're part way along to being valuable to them, and this is the kind of work that the lab is perfectly set up